Impacted! We are impacted! Impacted! We're ready to get up! We want to win! Light the fire of power that make us free! We never break down! We want to win! We are impacted! The best team!
Hello and welcome back to TNI-UK Impacted episode 128, coming to you live via the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favourite shows. I, of course, am your host, Bison, and today I am joined by the one and only, joining us from the void, of course, the Joker. Hello, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still a bit snivelly, but I'm definitely feeling a bit better this week. So hopefully, it's going to go well.
Yeah,
I can feel it's going to be a good one today.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Decent weather over the weekend, so I got some more stuff done out in the garden. So I've been pretty preoccupied over the weekend. And I did manage to catch the digital media match and Trey Miguel's diary. God, that had me in tears. That was so.
Mate, that was really good. Let's have a chat about that in a sec.
Yeah.
Now listen, mate. At the end of the day, I just want to put a disclaimer out there because my boomer Bison is watching us on the 70-inch in the front room. So I just want to make sure that we watch our swearing a little bit. Let's try and keep it PG. You know what I mean? Let's try. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what we need. Just a quick hello to Mir, who's joined us where it's raining cats and dogs in Miami, USA. It's funny you should say that, buddy, but it's actually raining cats and dogs right here where I live on the south coast of the UK. The east coast of the UK. It's absolutely pelted it down to the point that I literally had to run from the back door into the man cave, so I didn't get absolutely soaked through. But can I just say a quick hello to Bonus Baby, who's also joined us as well. So that's fantastic. Guys, make sure if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, or you like what you see so far, then consider smashing that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. And if you would like to obviously show your appreciation with the odd super sticker, that of course would be very much appreciated. And it really helps us to continue to provide all the content that we do each and every week from both sides, really, not just from us, also from the US guys as well. So if you fancy doing that, we very, 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 very much appreciate it. It's very, very kind of you. And Anna's here as well until she falls asleep. Well, I don't know whether that's because she's super tired or whether she's waiting for us to bore her to death.
No, she'll be.
Are we going to bore her to sleep? I don't know.
No. Sammy's joined us again. He's in and out like a nutter.
Oh, Sammy! Oh my God! Not the mass dog. The mass dog's in the house. The impacted mass dog's in the house. Sammy's in the house. So there we go. Now, guys, let's have a little chat about some of the news items that we've got going on this week. Now, the first thing that I wanted to talk about, of course, is the fantastic diary series that is continuing at the moment, and I got to be honest, this week was Trey Miguel, and I have to be honest, I look at it, Trey, in a slightly different way now. What a fantastic guy, and obviously wears a heart on his sleeve as well, and you could start to understand, why he sort of kind of made some of the decisions he did in his career so far, and I'm so happy that Trey decided to come back to Impact Wrestling. What are your thoughts, Joe?
It really hit home a lot of what he'd been through, especially early on. All the crap he got when growing up from bullying and all that sort of stuff, and his family splitting up, and then his mum passing away and all that. A lot.
His brother, his brother.
His brother. It was the turbulent past is something I'm very, very well familiar with, sadly. So it really did have me going very, very early on, and right the way through till the end. It was like a feel good moment at the end. But like you said, you look at him in a different light now, and Alex Shelley said it, Sammy Callahan has said it, and I think he will be one of the guys that defines this generation of wrestlers, along with the likes of Ace Austin and Chris Bay. Impact Wrestling is probably the place that's going to change the landscape of pro wrestling, even if people don't realize it.
Yeah, no, I get it as well. Certainly from that X Division style of wrestling, he's definitely going to be one of the ones that defines the current crop, definitely. Hey, Zach, nice. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Nice to see you. Okay, so the next bit of news was that Jody Threat has officially signed and has been added to the roster page. This is fantastic news. We knew that Jody was obviously coming. We weren't 100% sure she'd been signed. But it's been made official. She has signed the deal with Impact Wrestling. I didn't see where it was a multi-year, but I would imagine it probably is. They're going to get a couple of years out of her, I would have thought.
Oh, it's a multi-year deal. She's out, and Josh Alexander was one of the immediately praised it as well, because she's trained by Josh Alexander in Canada.
Yes.
So huge connection with Scott D'Amore as well, and Gail Kim. So she's got a load of people backing her. She's on a multi-year deal with Impact Wrestling, 2-3 years possibly, and she has been absolutely incredible.
Oh, I think she's going to do amazing. She is going to do amazing. I'm a big fan. I've seen some of her work on YouTube, and I'm already a fan. I've not seen what she's going to do in Impact yet, but yeah, no, I noticed that she is one of the first to come through the Josh Alexander training school or whatever. She was trained by Josh, so this one thing's for sure. She's gonna know her onions when it comes to wrestling. That's for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. We've also got Tom Hannifin has obviously re-signed a multi-year deal to stay with Impact Wrestling as well. I think that is absolutely incredible. That is fantastic news, and it's multi-year as well. Again, a multi-year deal. I think over the last 12 months or so, Tom has really become the voice of Impact Wrestling, and him and Matthew make a great team. I just hope that Matthew signs a multi-year deal with us as well, and then we get that fantastic team moving forward. And the one thing I noticed with Tom as well, because I don't know what you're thinking about with Gia Miller on the on BTI, but I think she's really good too. What do you think?
I think she's fantastic. But Tom Hannifin, I'm so pleased for him. He busted his ass to really show that he belongs in Impact Wrestling. People were pretty miffed that D'Lo Brown got replaced, while D'Lo Brown's out back or wherever D'Lo is now. But Tom Hannifin's been absolutely incredible, and the chemistry between him and Matthew Raywald, they clicked instantly, which just shows how good he is and how good Matthew Raywald is. They clicked together perfectly, and it's like when we had Don Callis and Josh Matthews almost. They worked together so well, playing off of each other's strengths and each other's weaknesses.
Yeah. Well, they did to begin with until
Kenny Omega came along.
Yeah.
But Tom Hannifin's reaction to it all, all the praise he's gotten from everybody, this morning, he's absolutely blown away, and he just WWE, they didn't give him a real chance to really show what he can do on commentary. He was like the butt of the joke on commentary there, and now he's like, look what I can do, guys. This is what you've missed.
Yeah. I think you probably are, Anna. Yeah, you probably are. I think they're fantastic. Hang on a minute. Bison, you said Gia. Yeah, Gia Miller.
Yeah. It's been the cold. It's been the cold that's made him say it differently. He's getting over the cold now.
It must be. But either way, I think she's doing a fantastic job when she does the BTI stuff. And it's interesting that they're giving her a go, because I'm wondering what the plan is moving forward. I mean, I've always said I'd actually like to see a 3-man booth. I'd like to see Tom, Matt, and a female voice. So I've always said Vader Scott, but actually, Gia's doing a fantastic job. Gia, sorry, is doing a fantastic job. So why not? You know, there's a potential second role for her to come in, commentate maybe just the knockout.
Yeah, like what Madison Rain did.
Yeah, it could. I mean, I don't know. I think it's an option. I'd still like to hear a female voice, but I think it works really, really well. But there you go. We're also celebrating 20 years of Chris Sabin and Impact Wrestling. I think that's awesome as well. 20 years of Chris Sabin. I mean, come on. Hey, 20 years
love this match!
Exactly. I love it. I love the fact that, you know, I just love the fact. I love the fact that he spent 20 years with the brand. I think it's awesome. What's Slowpoke got to say? He's put, I've seen years of manager, a bunch with Ace and Bay, and she is.
I beat Chris Sabin.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why Ace Austin is slowly becoming the GOAT. But there you go. So fantastic, great. It's great stuff. I mean, and Chris he just never seems to get old. He looks just as good now as he did 20 years ago, to be fair. He's absolutely fantastic. So well done, Chris Sabin. And here's to, hang on a second, here's to another at least 10, maybe, or 5. Let's say at least to another 5 years.
Oh, no, Chris Sabin said he hopes it's going to be another 20 years. So it'll be.
Could you imagine?
Giving everyone a shout out at his 40th. I read his reaction to all the praise on that on Facebook.
Mate, could you imagine?
He rarely posts stuff on Facebook, but he did on there, and it was just again like Tom Adams, he's just overwhelmed with the amount of support he's got from everybody, even the people who haven't been watching Impact Wrestling for years. They've been getting involved and saying how great Chris Sabin was back when TNA was going. And
no, exactly.
He's just an incredible wrestler. Never mind just an incredible X Division star tag team wrestler. He's just amazing all around. I watched some of the stuff when he was in Ring of Honor as well. He's unbelievable. And the fact that he's stuck around with Impact Wrestling and helped build up guys like Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Trey Miguel just shows this guy knows the business, and he's passing his knowledge on now, which is just fantastic.
He's so good. I'm big fan of Chris Sabin. So, and Alex Shelley. I think Impact are so lucky to have both those guys. You know, recently again re-signed with Impact. I think it's just awesome. They're very, very lucky to have both of them. I'll tell you that now. But there you go. Hang on a minute, Anna. New Japan, give me. She's on it today, isn't she, Anna? She's proper on it today.
No. She's all right, yeah.
Bonkers is saying that Sabin will be 46 in 5 years' time. I don't know. I can see him going to 50, mate. I can see him going to 50, definitely. And the thing is, like I said, he just don't age. The dude don't age. Like, you wouldn't imagine that he's that. I mean, that makes him 41. So, I mean, the dude does not look 41 years old, right? He does not look 41 years old. You know what I mean? Incredible. Next up, tickets are now available for Chicago Spring Slugfest, April 28th, 29th tapings. Obviously, they've been doing the season pass with Chicago shows, and now, obviously, the single tickets are available. As far as I'm aware, they have sold, like the season ticket things have sold really well. So I don't know how many tickets are left to sell, to be fair. So it'd be interesting to see how many tickets are left to sell for that show, but they are available now. So if you're in the area, or you know, if you're an avid fan, you want to go and watch Impact Wrestling, Chicago Spring Slugfest is available now, April 28th and the 29th tapings. Go and check those out if you can. Now, one other thing, shopimpact.com are now selling I don't know if you've seen this, Joe, but they're selling slam buddies of Josh Alexander, Chris Bay, and Santino Marella. Plus, you got the Cobra sock, which is cool, and the new T-shirts at the moment are Bullet Club Kenta. You got a new Coven shirt, and the new Time Machine shirt's pretty cool as well, which has got like the Back to the Future car, zooming off. It's really good. There's some great stuff on there. I think the Slam Buddies are awesome. I hope they do more of those, because I'm assuming they're very similar to the Death Dolls type things that they did. They're now doing the Slam Buddies instead. Yeah. But the Santino Marella one looks pretty good. As does, to be fair, Chris Bay's. I wish the Chris Bay one was more Bullet Club Chris Bay. It's the older version of Chris Bay, but it's still pretty good. And the Josh Alexander one's good as well. So definitely worth going and checking them out on shopimpact.com. Go check them out, Anna. They're on shopimpact.com. I think they're about $30, $30, $35, something like that. Not massive money, but definitely worth going and checking those out. We've got bonus. What's bonus baby saying there? You've got Rich Swan contending for the AAA.
Yeah, I sort of read this too. I think Rich Swan's gonna win it. I think because they're really like putting up. Rich Swan's got a high chance. I think Rich Swan's going to win this.
Really? And what? He's going to take it. They reckon that he's going to beat Vikingo, because you've got the Swerve. It's Swerve Switzerland. Who else you got in there? You got Commando. There's quite a few people in there, but come on, Rich.
I think Rich Swan could do it because he's been chasing that belt for a while, and I think he can do it, and it'll be bloody good. Be good.
Okay, we're cool. Great to see we've got someone jumping in. Looks like he's up for the first time. Cody D. Hey, Cody D.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, you're welcome to the show, and we do love Impact. We do love it, but it's great to see you joining in. Great. Don't forget to leave us as many comments as you like with regards to any of the stuff we're talking about. You guys are just as much part of the show as we are. I apologize that I do sound a bit bunged up, but I've been ill for about 3 months now. But I do literally. But listen, talking about toys. The time has come, guys. The time has come that we need a drum roll.
Of course, you can't hear it over my laptop, but still.
We have the official unboxing. It's arrived. We talked about it last week. Slowpoke let me know that this was on its way. Okay, so
oh baby!
I said that we would do an official unboxing of whatever that is in this fantastic package that's been sent to me by Slowpoke. So we're gonna have a little look through this. I'm excited. I am really excited. We could do it. We could do it like YouTube style. Where they do it real slow and they don't like show you anything and stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a look. Apparently, you're the first to see some of these items. Wow. But guys, listen, whatever you see on here is available at slowpoketoys.com. Wrestling wrestling stuff, all wrestling stuff. And not only that, collectibles and a lot, Slowpoke loves to support basically a lot of the indie stuff as well. So we got all sorts in here. So let's go. Wow. This box is jammed, boy. This is jammed. Right, let's have a look. See what we got. So, okay, well, first of all, we've got Slowpoke toys and collectibles. We've got a nice little note. So look, in a nice little thing. Should we have a little read? See what it says. Hello, Bison. I just wanted to. I hope there's nothing rude in here because I'm just going to read it straight off. All right, but here we go. I just wanted to send you another sample package of all the items we currently make less than a year at Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles, etc. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope to make it to the UK in the future. Fantastic. absolutely fantastic. It'd be great to have you over here, man. It really would.
We'll
Really would.
We'll get you on the show sometime if you're willing to as well.
Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Okay. So I've already seen some of these, but we'll show them up anyway. So, oh, this is a new one. Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah, this is all new stuff that no one's seen before.
Right. Okay. So this looks like, I think it's a fridge magnet. Am I right in thinking this is a fridge magnet? There you go. Look at that. So we've got a little fridge magnet. I think it's a fridge magnet. Indicates it doesn't say what it is.
Ooh,
it's iron-on. Oh, I see. It's an iron-on patch. There you go. So we've got an iron-on patch. I apologise, I haven't got my reading glass on, which is really bad. So it's an iron-on patch. This is pretty cool. That was that is a barbed wire bat. That's pretty cool. Iron-on patch. We like that. We got some stickers in here as well. So what we got here? We got a independent wrestling sticker. That's pretty cool. I think this one's fallen out, so I'm going to put it back in so we can see it in its package. I think this is one. Anyway, right. Okay, so we've got key rings. This is a cool key ring. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's a cool key ring.
Cool.
That's really cool. Is this a fridge magnet?
That's easy.
Yes. So we've got face or heel fridge magnet or magnet. I like that one. That's pretty cool. And all of this stuff, I'm assuming all of this is available now on slowpoketoys.com. Some more stickers.
They're not available yet. The stuff that you're showing is at live events at the moment. It will be available soon.
All this stuff's at live events. Okay.
Yeah, so this is like stuff that you're getting before it even goes online.
Wow, I'm getting this. Nobody else in the UK has this stuff. How cool is that? Hey, look at that. There's some stickers, support independent wrestling. There you go. Some more stuff. It's pretty cool. Support indie wrestling. Yay, wrestling! Yay! What's that one then? That looks like a. Is that a tattoo? Or is that just is that a sticker or a tattoo? Oh, I think it's a sticker. That's a sticker. Now this is cool, and this is going to go straight in my car, and I don't care what anyone says. I'm having this bad boy straight in the car. Look at that. Air freshener. Car air freshener, baby. Hey, car air freshener.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, you can't beat it. And it's vanilla as well. One of my favorite flavors. I do love a good smell. A good smell like that. That's good. Right. Okay, let's have a look at this. Independent wrestling puzzles. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I'm down with this. So we got Miguel's figure fed. Okay, so we got Miguel's figure fed. And this is cool. Let the games begin. Is it like welcome to Miguel's figure fed? We would like to thank you in advance for picking up and reading this comic book. So we got a comic book, Miguel's figure fed. Okay, looks good. Looks really good. Oh yes, I love it. This is fantastic stuff, guys. It's a proper full-on comic book. That wrestling comic book. I'm down with this. I am absolutely down with it. I'm going to give this a good read later. Oh wow! Look, the actual. It's fantastic, mate. This is fantastic stuff. So, is this available? This is available at indie shows as we speak. Look at that! Some fantastic stuff. This is great. Available indie shows as we speak. Now, as far as I'm aware. A lot of this other stuff as well. There's obviously other stuff as well. It's going to be available at slowpoketoysandcollectibles.com.
Steve's here. How you doing, Steve?
Steve's in the house.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. More for the man cave. Definitely. Right. What else have we got? No, this is cool. Oh, this is the big boy. Look at this. I'll tell you what. There's so much stuff. This is crazy. I can't believe you sent me all this stuff over, bud. I really can't. So, okay, this, my God, this is awesome. So this is the biggest, 1,000-piece wrestling ring puzzle. Hang on, let's get to this side. It's better. Can you see?
Yeah.
1,000 piece, that is. That's amazing.
Wow.
I think me and the Boomer Bison needs to get cracking on that. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, we got to see a picture of it done though.
Yeah, I think I'll tell you what.
We need proof, like a before and after shot of it all.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like the art was by a guy called Adrian Burkhand. I don't know who that person is, but it's still cool. And the puzzle size is 19.7 by 27.6 inches. That's pretty big. To be fair, that is pretty big stuff. But how cool is that? Hey, look at that. Now, I'm assuming that although this is not available at the moment on the website, I'm assuming this stuff's going to be available to purchase on the website fairly soon. But there's some great stuff on there. But I'll tell you what, that comic as well. I mean, that is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm down with that. Air freshener is going straight in my car. I'm not messing about. We got some great stuff here. Some great stuff. And all I can say is thank you ever so much to Slowpoke for sending that stuff over to me. And I could not recommend enough that, supporting Slowpoke with, in his endeavor. He's not been running too long, but he's doing a fantastic job with these collectibles. Well worth checking it out. As I said, slowpoketoys.com. Go and check it out. Some fantastic stuff. And I am definitely going to get that puzzle done. And do you know what? I'm going to put it in a frame and I might put it up behind me somewhere. Because I think that is really, really cool. And I can't wait to have a good read through that. Look at the artwork on that. Can you see how good that artwork is?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Look at it. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Will the comics be available? Actually, some more of the puzzles on the back here as well. Look at those. So not only have you got the one that I've got, but look at those ones.
Yeah, they'll be coming online.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So they'll be all on the website within a month. Absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. So even though they're not on there at the moment, there's still some really good stuff on there. So head over to slowpoketoys.com. Go and check it out. Go and see what's on there at the moment. There's some great stuff. But guys, I can't thank Slowpoke, I can't thank you enough for sending me that stuff. Absolutely superb. But guys, listen. The important thing here is that this guy is, he's putting together, he's trying to support the independent wrestling scene. And it's important that we do that, because at the end of the day, no matter what, we love Impact Wrestling. We love WWE, well, not all of us, but some of us love it. AEW. But you got to remember that these stars, they got to start somewhere. And if they don't have the independent circuits to hone their crafts and get notice and get the notoriety that then, allows them to be signed by some of the big boys, then, there's what are they going to do? You're not going to get all these fantastic stars that we've got at the moment. So guys, do what it says, love indie wrestling, support indie wrestling here in the UK and also in the States. That's what you need to do. So fantastic stuff. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. Okay. Now, so we've gone through the unboxing. The last thing I wanted to mention before we go any further into this rebellion discussion that we're going to have in a second is former X Division champion Jake Crist will be facing John Moxley at Wrestling Revolver Mayhem for All on May 6th. And this is a huge matchup and, of course, a renewed rivalry as well. I'm excited about this. I'm a massive Jake Crist fan, as we all know. He's a good friend of mine. And at the end of the day, man, this is an amazing. I cannot stress enough. I stress all the time that you need to go and check out Wrestling Revolver. If you've not watched Pro Wrestling Revolver before, then go and check this out, because I'll tell you what, this match is going to be one for the
It's going to be bloody and it's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. What do you think about this match, Joe?
I'm excited for it. I saw that the Jake Crist was meant to be in a 4-way, and as soon as the news that Moxley came, he just said, fuck the 4-way, give me Moxley. And I knew there was history between him and Moxley. I didn't know how far back it went until I read a bit more about it this morning on Twitter. They trained together, and there's been a rivalry before Moxley went off to WWE. And so that long embedded history, it's like Eddie Edwards and Kenta in a sense. It's like long history that's not been forgotten, and the rivalry coming back this is going to be good. You know, John Moxley is one of the most big over guys out there, and he's an incredible talent. And Jake Crist is pro wrestling's greatest secret for a reason. So if you've not seen anything Jake Crist has done, make this your first match to go and see what Jake Crist can do.
Oh, mate. Recently, Jake has been absolutely killing it, hasn't he? He's been absolutely killing it, mate. Honestly, I'm so happy for Jake at the moment. All that's left now is for one of the bigger boys to see this and how good he actually is, and bring him into the fray. I obviously like that to be Impact, so I can watch him every week. But if it's AEW, you know, or he ends up going to whatever, I don't really care. Somebody needs to pick up Jake Crist. If they don't, they're absolutely crazy, because the dude is absolutely killing it. He's in the best shape of his life, mentally, physically. He's doing his best, some of the best work he's done for many, many years. He is on top of his game at the moment. Honestly, people are sleeping on Jake Crist, and it you know, I will shout from the rooftops for my man Jake, because at the end of the day, he is doing an amazing job right now. He really is. And I'm not going to lie, like Chris versus Mox, like Jay Bone stated there, Smash Pop, it's going to be absolutely sick. I cannot wait for that match. I'm already, you know, looking to get this one in the books, ready to watch. I'm so excited about it. I really am. But there you go. That's that covered. Guys, if you've got anything to say about any things that we're talking about, make sure you leave it in the comments. We will post them up. We will talk about it. Now, guys, let's talk about Rebellion. We're going to preview the shows. Going to have a little talk about exactly the Golden Draw, baby.
I beat Rich Swann, and even you couldn't do that. One of the greatest promos ever.
Exactly.
I thought Sammy was going to whack him. Sammy stops. You can almost see him holding back his frustration. I don't think he was expecting that from him. We need Chris and Sammy back together again on Impact Wrestling. I'm telling you, that's what we need. Right, okay, so let's get into this Rebellion preview. We got the matches down. We're gonna have a little chat about them, how it's sort of kind of like, you know, what we think and stuff. So, and I'll tell you what though, we don't know what order any of it's going to be in. So I'm just going in the order that they put it in on their website. Okay, so we've got the knockouts. Actually, they've not even mentioned whether there's going to be a countdown, have they? No, not yet. No, but I would assume that some of the matches mentioned will be on the countdown, because there's some pretty big matches in there that are going to go on for a while, unless they book some matches in tonight or Thursday.
I think I think we're going to get something extra. I think we're going to get an extra match for the countdown. We're going to have to. It just hasn't been booked yet. But okay, so the Knockouts Tag Title match, the Coven, of course, of Kylan King, recently signed talent, and of course the new witch version of Taylor Wilde. Current tag team champions recently defeated the Death Dolls, so the Death Dolls are now going to get their rematch. It's going to be Rosemary and Jessica, obviously after the departure of Taya Valkyrie. I am still telling you now, there's a third member of the Coven. They just haven't revealed themselves yet. I'm telling you, there has to be. You cannot have a Coven with two. There has to be a minimum of three. There is another one coming. Mark my words.
Because I'm sick!
She certainly is. So,
there we go.
Versus the Death Dolls, obviously Rosemary and Jessica. Now, the thing is here, are we going to get a new Death Doll, or is this going to be the Death Dolls moving forward, just the two of them, or is this going to be the end of the Death Dolls? I hope it isn't, because I think they've done a fantastic job. I really do. I think Death Dolls have been amazing. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this?
Part of me is thinking that Jessica is going to end up being the third member, if there's going to be a third member. But then, at the moment, there's only Rosemary and Jessica and Taylor Wilde and Kylan King in the tag division. So it would be a shame to end everything now when there's no other teams in place, really, unless Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans decide to go for the tag titles. But Giselle Shaw's already made clear that her intention now is to go for the Knockouts World title as soon as possible. So There's Impact stuck with 2 teams in the tag division still. If and they'll be stuck with 1 if Jessica ends up being the 3rd member. I still think there's a possibility Su Yung might come back. I don't and get involved in the storyline somehow. But I'm just looking forward. I'm looking forward to the match because they had a really impressive match when they lost, which I was gutted about. But I'm just looking forward to seeing Rosemary in action because we love the Hive Queen, and Taylor Wilde is fantastic as well. So it's going to be a really, really good match.
I think so. I think it's going to be a great match. I think, moving forward, I don't know whether Sue will be joining any, but I think when Sue comes back, she'll be her own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Right, I've got 2 thoughts in my head. Okay, one would be that Steph DeLander is the 3rd for the Coven. Okay, I've said this all along. I have this feeling. If it's not her, what about Kimberly?
Yeah, that's someone else. She would be perfect in there as well with Taylor Wilde and Kylan King if they could get Kimberly back, and Slowpoke's just say Maxine Paler as well. If she could come back, that would be incredible too. Because I would love to see Maxine Paler versus Jessica. Especially if Rosemary can get Jessica to get a bit more darker and nastier as she's been trying to have her against Maxine Paler in like a Monsters Ball and see what they can do. That would be incredible.
I think what you have to think about though is that these guys are characters that are their own thing. So I think like at the end of the day, Maxine Paler, her character is about the wasteland, isn't it? She's like a what's the word? Like a Mad Max type thing, isn't it? That's like a Mad Max type character. So that doesn't fit in the whole Witch's Coven thing. Su Yung is Undead Bride. She's the undead. So
Su Yung is one of those people that can do multiple characters.
I'm not saying she can't, but
yeah,
the Su Yung character is not a witch. So that doesn't make any sense to me. The Su Yung character is not a witch. If she was to come back as another character, like she has done, like Susie, like Susan, whatever, she could come back as another, like a witch type character, then fine. That makes sense, but not Su Yung. Su Yung is not a witch. So that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But there are others out there that could, they could do something. Oh, I get that. So maybe the witches kind of like put a spell over the Impaler. I don't know. There's lots of things that could do that. We've got what would the locker room dynamic be like with Trey and Kimber being in the same roster after the Zach Pence drama? I guess. I mean, I'm not saying that Kimber's coming back. I'm just offering up options of people that I know that are kind of a bit witchy. There are a few out there that are witchy. There are a few others out there that are witchy as well. Anna saying check out Kid Bandit, latest match. You'll understand. So maybe Kid Bandit is a bit witchy. I don't really know. Yeah, exactly. Where's Winter when you need her? She make a great witch. I've got no idea in terms. I don't know, Cody, to be honest with that. We had Kimber on the show not so long ago, and she just seemed to be that she just wanted to move past, as did, as far as I'm aware, anybody else. They just want to move past. So I get it. Maybe Kimberly was the wrong choice. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of people that are a little bit witchy, that could sort of like, they could come over and do that kind of role. If you think of anybody else, let us know in the chat. What I do know is that either way, this match is going to be really good. You've got 4 fantastic wrestlers. Where they go with the story, I don't know, but all 4 of these guys are great wrestlers, and I love the addition. I love the addition of Kylan King because she is just outstanding. She's incredible. But there you go. And of course, Cody's loving the theory there with regards to the trio. Well, we all know that, a coven is more than 2. You can't have a coven of 2. It's coven of 3 minimum. That's the way it is. I'm afraid. So I'm sure. Brandy Loren. There you go. That's another one. She would be great.
She was brilliant with the stuff she did with Sia and Kimberly, and she just suddenly departed from wrestling altogether, which is a shame because I thought she had a huge amount of potential, but I've not seen her in the ring anywhere for a very long time.
What about a repackaged bubblegum princess?
Yes. I would love to see Alexa Nicole back as well. I mean,
Alexia Nicole. What about her?
Huge fan of her. I would love to see her in Impact Wrestling again, one way or another. Oh, Casey Spinelli, another one. I'd love to see her come to Impact Wrestling.
Again, these are people that could just quite easily be repackaged.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of history of Rosemary too. Which would be, so they go back, and that would be really, really good. Back and get brought up. They were a team, and they've been enemies. It's been like Rosemary and Ali. And they've been friends, and then they've been enemies, and it would be really, really cool to see.
I agree. I totally agree. I think it'd be great. Barry saying 2 might be a microwave coven. Yeah, you never know. It could be. We then got the X Division title 3-way. And Mir knows I love a good 3-way. So we got Trey Miguel versus John Gresham versus Mike Bailey. I think this is going to be a cracker, mate. I think this could end up being match of the night. What do you think?
Good job, Scott. Good job.
We haven't got a good job, Santino. So that's the closest I can get. I think this match is going to be incredible. I was really hoping we would get Gresham versus Trey Miguel. I thought that would have been a better option booking wise, but Mike Bailey not being on the night would have been a huge shame. And there's always a chance to see Gresham and Miguel 1-on-1 down the line, regardless. But all these three are going to tear it up, and the fact that it's also an elimination match, we might still get Gresham. I think Bailey's going to get eliminated first. Then we're going to get Gresham and Trey.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to see exactly how good of a hybrid athlete Trey Miguel is, because we know how good Gresham is, and we know how good Mike Bailey is, and people doubt Trey Miguel. Well, watch him in this match, and then question his ability then.
Trey Miguel was incredible. I can't believe anyone would question his ability. The dude's awesome. I mean, how many people does slide in Canadian destroyers, for Christ's sake? But anyway, so absolutely, I think it's just going to be probably an incredible match. I think I will challenge anybody to tell me this isn't necessarily going to be an awesome match. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. Cody's got a good shout there. He's talking about Ava Lawless. She's pretty badass, actually. That's a good call. Cody. I'm down with that. Mira thinks that Brandy's been spending way too much time on OnlyFans. Well, only he would know that, because I'm not a member of her OnlyFans, so I wouldn't know. But there you go. We then got the last rights match, which is Eddie Edwards versus PCO.
Now this had such a great plot twist when they had Alisha Edwards come out and not PCO. We joked about Alisha Edwards being the one in the car if it wasn't Kenny King, and it actually turns out to be Alisha. That was like a huge swerve and the huge heel turn everyone's been waiting for a very, very long time, and I'm really looking forward to see what these two can do, because I know there's a bit of they've had last rights matches in the past, and I read your comment on it. It wasn't exactly spectacular, and then we did one with Sia and Ali, and that's when we saw.
My argument was basically like if Sting and Abyss can't make this match look good, then we've got a bit of a problem, haven't we? And to be fair, the version that Ali and Su Yung did was more of it was like a coffin match, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
It was slightly different. But either way, maybe that's what this match is going to be, more of a coffin match or something like that. I don't know. But either way, we know this is going to be a good match. We know PCO is just going to literally do whatever it takes to be badass. Eddie Edwards is just raw. So we know this is going to be a great match. And I must be honest, I'm actually looking forward to it. And we'll see what they do with regards to the last right side of it as well. So we'll have to see. Bonus maybe say that he loves Trey as the X Division champ. But Gresham on an epic X title run, that he doesn't hate that idea. I have to be honest. If anyone was to take it off him, I think Gresham would be the one. I don't see it happening. I think they're pushing Trey at the moment, especially with his diary thing. I don't see it happening at the moment. I think he's got a little bit longer. Maybe lose it at Slammiversary.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to lose it yet.
No, I think Trey Melo's going to have it till Slammiversary or Bound for Glory, but Gresham will be the next one to face him, I think.
Exactly, yeah. So, sorry, Mira's just saying that the X Division title was an elimination match. That's right. I forgot to mention that. It is, you're right. We then got Santino's in-ring return. Santino Marella's in-ring return. Okay, so we got the Design versus Joe Hendry, Dirty Dango, and Santino Marella. This is interesting because obviously the Design have got 4 members and they're only advertising 3 members for Santino's team. Are we going to see an extra member? Are we going to see a surprise? What do you think?
I think because we got Sami Callihan in a match tomorrow. This is like his last step in the Design. I think Sami Callihan's going to be in this match, and Dean is going to be on the side. So I think it's going to be a 3-on-3. But this is like Sami Callihan's last chance to really show he belongs in the Design. But, because Dean has said to him, "You need to take on authority in that to stop it, Sami, to be a part of the Design." And Sami Callihan took out Dina, took out Santino. Sorry, if we took out Dina, he wouldn't be in this.
Yeah.
That's like jumping ahead of. That's like a spoiler alert. If Sami took out Dina.
Here's an interesting theory. There's an interesting theory from Cody there. He's saying that his theory is that Dango will join the Design.
That would be interesting. That would. Especially seeing as he's not getting the appreciation from Santino Marella, and he's just assuming Joe Hendry's his best friend. Joe Hendry doesn't
exactly.
have anything to do with him.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm not sure where... Nice. We've been tagged in a tweet that we can check out a little bit later, so I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you.
We put Cody saying when Dango signed, he mentioned taking a more serious role, getting away from the comedy. That's interesting.
Yeah,
and of course you have to do that gradually, I suppose, because he's still playing that kind of comedy style role. So who knows? Yeah, you might be right. Maybe he is looking to join the Design. Who knows? That would be a really good. I think that would be a good move, actually.
It'd be a great swerve, and especially seeing as nobody's really expecting it from him.
No, definitely. That would be a swerve. Nobody's talking about that at all, Cody. So good. That's a good call. I'm interested to see where that one pans out. Definitely. And like I say, Anna's tagged us in something to check out later. So that's cool. We've got the Ultimate X Tag Title match. We've got the Bullet Club versus Motor City Machine Guns. I don't think I've ever seen an Ultimate X Tag Team match before. I could be wrong. If anyone in the chat, if Critical Sting's in there.
I know that. I'm pretty sure there was one with Beer Money and Motor City Machine Guns, or something like that. I know the tag team titles have been in Ultimate X before, but this is the first time since at least 10 years that the X Division titles has had the tag team belts in, and the first time since I've been watching it, since I've seen the X Division, the Ultimate X be more than just either X Division title shot or an X Division title match. So I'm really looking forward to this. And Chris Bay and Ace Austin, well, I've sung the praises of them since they got together, and the Ace Austin joined the Bullet Club. And we know now how good the Motor City Machine Guns are. This match is probably going to steal the show for me. It's going to definitely one I'm looking forward to. It's just going to be a fantastic match. Wow. It's still like wow was like when I heard it was going to be an Ultimate X match, but my reaction was wow.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was like, wow, this is going to be good.
Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin almost like define the X Division and Ultimate X, and it's just going to be insane.
I mean, can you imagine those four guys flying around the ring in an Ultimate X match? Like
The ultimate
it's gonna-
finesser, your girl's favorite wrestler, Chris Bay.
Chris Bay. I love it when he says that at the end. I think it's funny. But yeah, so interesting stuff. And one thing I do know is that the Bullet Club at the moment is my favorite tag team. I've got to say, I think they're superb. I absolutely love them. I could see them being the tag champs for a little while now, at least until Bound for Glory. At least until Bound for Glory, for me. But again, once they've gone through Motor City Machine Guns, who's next? You know, who is next? I don't know at the moment. So I think we've got to be looking at. They've got to be looking to bring a few tag teams through now. I know there's still a few tag teams in the division.
Yeah.
But the question is, who is it a caliber that you could run a story for the tag titles at the moment? I'm just not sure. I guess, they could be looking at bringing in some more New Japan talents. I don't know. But I think we need a couple of good tag teams to join that are our tag teams. So like we've got the Good Hands now.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they're looking to push the Good Hands, and why not? Because they're both fantastic wrestlers.
Yeah, I think the stuff we're doing with Bully Ray is going to push them once this whole storyline is over. I think that they're going to start going up, and they got Raj Singh and Shira if they decide to actually do something with them. Rather than they're more there to put guys over like Crazy Steve and Black Torso at the moment.
Yeah.
But still, there's at least 4 or 5 teams. But the next big team to come forward really is the Good Hands, and there's a lot of potential with those 2 guys.
I just think we've got to start not throwing people together. We've got to start, like I say, giving them a tag team. Like the Good Hands, it's a tag team. That is, they've got a name, they've got a gimmick going on. They're a tag team. You know what I mean? Like the Coven now. They are a couple of witches. We've got some kind of gimmick thing going on. It works. You've got the Death Dolls. It works for them because, they are the Death Dolls. That's what they are. They're a tag team, the Death Dolls. We just haven't got enough, because I still think Bailey and Gresham would be amazing.
Yeah.
But the question is, like, they're just 2 great wrestlers. You know what I mean? They're good at their craft. But what kind of, what would they be as a tag team other than just 2 great wrestlers? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we had AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, which is 2 guys who were great wrestlers, and they became tag team champions. And
yeah, I guess. Take care, Steve. Thanks for popping in, buddy. I hope you're well. Take care, buddy.
Steve.
Okay, so we then got Hardcore War because we're talking about the Good Hands. We've got Hardcore War. So we've got Team Bully, which is obviously Bully, Masha, Kenny King, Kenny K-I-N-G, King, the Good Hands versus Team Tommy Dreamer, Kaz, Frankie Kazarian, Yuya Uemura, Killer Kelly, and of course Bhupinder Gujar. I'm not really bothered. I'm not invested in this at all because I got to be honest, I don't like watching Tom. I don't want to see Tommy Dreamer in a match. I just don't. I'm done with him. I'm over it.
Well, I can see this match ending it there, but the guys they've got involved, like the Good Hands and Gujar and Yuya Uemura, but this is the kind of matches that they need to get themselves in the spotlight more. Yuya Uemura and Gujar, especially, they're guys that are going to be pushed up the roster really, really quickly. The longer they're with Impact Wrestling. So this is like one of those matches where you can tell that they've got veterans like Dreamer, Kazarian, and Bully Ray behind them already. And the storyline hopefully will come to an end, and then we can move on from that, and Bully Ray can hopefully do something else. It's a great way to end the story, hopefully. And it's also good for the unsung talent who would usually be lower down the card or not on the event at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Barry's hit the nail on the head there. Dreamer's team sounds like team of wrestlers with not much else to do. I think you're right. Definitely. And I'll be honest with you, Cody. I absolutely have no interest in watching Tommy Dreamer wrestle anymore. He's way past his prime. I mean, he's a good dude and he's great to have around the locker room and great doing backstage stuff. But I don't want to see him in the ring anymore. I really don't. Bully's a different story altogether. We haven't seen him in the ring for many years. He's come back to have a little bit of a final run. He's in good shape. He's looking good. I think he's a different kettle of fish, and I think he could be in a position to really start putting people over, and helping people like the Good Hands, for instance, move them forward, be a big part of their move forward as a tag team.
Yeah.
So there's lots there, and of course we've got some weird shit going on between Bully and Masha. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I think Bully's infatuated.
I think Bully might end up being her manager, and then push her towards the Knockouts title reign.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel that there's something weird there. I don't think it's about being a manager or anything like that. I don't know. I think he's just infatuated by her. Because to him, he's almost like the female version of him.
Yeah, he loves chaos and violence, and there's nothing more chaotic and violent than Masha Savage.
True. Yeah, that's true. But there you go. Look, Anna's not invested in him either. She feels it's just like a load of teams thrown together. I think it is. I don't know. I'm just not invested in it at all. I'm not invested in anything that involves the storyline between Tommy and Bully Ray. I'm just not down with it. I think I might sit there and read this comic from slowpoketoys.com rather than watch that match. But there you go. We then got the Knockouts World Title match, which at the moment is Deonna Purrazzo versus Jordynne Grace. We find out tomorrow night on Impact Wrestling whether Mickie James is going to be included in this. At the moment, she's being advertised.
Hardcore country.
Da 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 da. We love hardcore country. Yeah, like I said, in the moment they seem to be advertising that she's in, but we're just going to have to wait and see tomorrow night. We'll find out whether she's going to, be a part of this match. I think it'd be great if she was, because I think it'd be awful for her to lose the title and not actually be in the match, which is kind of weird. She'd have to sort of kind of give that title up. But there you go. I think if she's in the match, she wins.
No, I think she's going to be in, because that promo Deonna Purrazzo gave last week, she laid out clear that Jordynne Grace has never beaten her, but she has never beaten Mickie James. So this match, I think Mickie James is going to get the all clear from the injury, or even if she's like 75%, 80%, she's going to put herself in the match regardless. And this is just going to be so we're going to get a huge three-way promo between all three of them when Mickie James makes this announcement. But it's a big hype and a big build up for the whole event itself.
Yeah.
If this is a one-on-one or a three-way, I'm looking forward to it. It's probably alongside the tag team title match. It's one of the matches I'm looking forward to most of the entire night.
Fair enough. I'm looking forward to it as well. I like I said, I'm looking forward to the X Division title match. I'm also looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to the main event, which we're just about to talk about, which is
I am the f***ing greatest.
Oh yeah, which is Steve Macklin, obviously Deonna Purrazzo's other half, her husband, versus Kushida, who has to be one of the best wrestlers of his generation. Kushida is pretty awesome, to be fair. Versus Steve Macklin. I don't believe they'll put the belt on Kushida purely because he's not slightly talented in Impact Wrestling. I think it's going to be Steve Macklin's time. With Josh Alexander out of commission, what I see here, or what I just try and think about really more than anything else, is this could be really spun into kind of like, Josh coming back and going after Steve Macklin. So I'm cool with it. I think Steve deserves his shot, deserves his chance to run with the ball. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that's what happens. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, I think Macklin's definitely got this one, and Deanna Price was even teasing teasing it last night that her and Macklin are going to be walking out as champ. And that would be brilliant. The Impact Wrestling's power couple, they're probably the biggest power couple since Ty Valkyrie and Johnny Impact.
That's true. Johnny many names.
That would be great because then they can start doing stuff with each other as well, which is what they've been trying to distance for a while. But if they can come in as a power couple, they could really build stuff on that. But Kushida is incredible, Macklin is incredible, and it's just so it just sucks so much that Josh Alexander can't be there. It's such a amazing match, but it's so bittersweet because
he may well still be there, buddy.
Yeah,
he may well still be there. You never know.
You never know. But everyone's banking on Kushida to win. I don't think it's going to happen because
no, there's no way they're going to put it on him. There's no way.
But Macklin deserves it. He's been impressive since day one. He's not had a bad match at all. You know, the stuff he did with Jonah and the stuff he did with PCO was incredible. That alone should have put him in the world title. Like, it did put him in the world title picture, but we were calling for him to get a world title shot after that. You know, so we've had about 8 months of saying Macklin needs a world title shot, give him a world title shot. Then, and it's just going to be amazing. It is going to be an amazing match, and. Macklin, he even said it himself. You know, the match where he tapped out to Kushida, that meant nothing. So it didn't matter about
totally.
Losing that meant nothing. It takes nothing away from what he's.
He literally tapped out straight away. So I knew. I said straight away to follow it when people were going on about it. At the end of the day, he tapped out because he didn't want to damage his arm. He's got a world title shot coming along. Why would he not? I would have. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Again, that's a good option, Bonkers. That Jordan and Gresham versus Deanna and Macklin. That would be cool. That would be a great match. Yeah, I totally agree. That would be a great match. But yes, just to clarify, Bonus Baby, they got married. I think they got married at some point last year. I think it was Bonus Baby that said that. Who's it that said? I didn't realise they were married.
Oh, Deanna Prosser. Yeah, Deanna Prosser and Steve Macklin got married earlier, late last year, around about November.
Yeah, they did. They did. Oh, Cody bought my tickets for Rebellion on the hope of Macklin, Alexander. Got to be bittersweet going to the show without Josh defending his title. I kind of get that. I do. I kind of get that. But either way, what you are going to get is a new champion, which is still pretty cool. Yeah, that's still a pretty cool result.
Scotland was promo last week, alongside Jet grabbing the title. That was heartbreaking, but Scotland was promo last week when he had to relinquish the title, take the title off of Josh. That was really that really set the tone, just how bittersweet this whole thing is. But Macklin played off of that brilliantly. That just showed how good of a heel he is. He played off of it brilliantly.
It was
Scott Demore had to shut him up before he went too far.
Yeah, I just think that at the end of the day, I think they've built it well. Obviously we've had the bad news that Josh is out, but they've played it well. They've only had a couple of weeks to deal with it, and they've done a good job. So I'm really pleased with it. I really am. So I'm excited about Rebellion. I hope all of you guys are excited about Rebellion because I think it's going to be fantastic. Remember, it's this Sunday, 16th of April. Only available now. I believe it's a sellout. I'm not sure. It's not far off being a sellout. Let's put it that way. But available now on pay-per-view. I believe it's available on fighttv.com. Go check that out. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be an amazing pay-per-view. At the end of the day, so far this year, everything Impact has done has been really good. We've had. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everything's a 10 out of 10. But there's nothing been below a 7 for me. Yeah. Not one show that I have watched from Impact Wrestling below a 7 out of 10. So whether it be the weekly show, whether it be a special, there's been nothing under a 7 for me, and everything's been sort of Most for me have been around about an 8. And we had, I think the last special I would say was a 9 for me. Fantastic, great special. BFG was great. Hard to Kill was fantastic. I mean, come on, some great stuff. And what I do like about Impact is they seem to be able to really spin stuff. So if something comes along, they're able to spin it.
Yeah,
and they do. They got some good creative minds. Very good creative minds. I'm really excited. Apparently, YouTube Rebellion also available.
Oh wow!
Oh, it looks like So it looks like you could pay-per-view it via YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So there you go. So it's not only it's available on Fight TV and of course all usual pay-per-view outlets. It's also available on YouTube as well. So that's fantastic. So however you want to watch Rebellion, it's available. So go and check it out. Go check it out. So that is Rebellion, guys. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm going to be up watching it live. So if anybody else is watching it live, then we could text and talk about it. Really looking forward to that. We've got the digital media exclusive match this week was Taylor Wilde versus Jody Threat from Smash Wrestling. Did you watch this, Joe? Because it was good.
This was incredible. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible match. You got to see what Jody Threat was all about in this match, and Taylor Wilde put up a hell of a fight in this match, and she was not dominated. But Jody Threat, my God, some of the stuff she can do is absolutely. You can tell that Josh Alexander was her mentor.
She's one bad bitch.
Her style of wrestling is so similar to, and the power moves she can do is so similar to what I've seen Josh Alexander do. Especially when he first came into Impact Wrestling, some of the Canadian backbreaker, she turned into like a Blue Thunder Bomb. It's insane. It's a really, really good match, and I couldn't recommend it more. If you want to see what Jody Threat's about and you haven't looked on YouTube or anywhere else, this is a good place to start. This match is also on YouTube now as well.
Yeah, she's amazing. Can I just say a quick hello to Hassan? I noticed he's just popped in. Of course, Courtney's joined us as well. So it's great to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. It doesn't matter that you're late. And we've had a great Easter, by the way, Hassan. So thanks for asking. I hope you had one
very
too.
good Easter.
Lots of chocolate. That's all I care about. But anyway, BTI match, buddy. BTI match. Swinger versus Reverso. Swinger versus Reverso. Obviously, they want to get a win in there from Reverso. So that's good to see. I'm sure Swinger is still looking for his first win. But we love a bit of Reverso. So I'm hoping, again, this is another guy that I'd like to see signed. He is incredible. He is absolutely incredible. So I hope they sign this guy. I really do.
And I want my pizzles back.
It'll be fun, I'm sure. I just can't see Swinger winning it. But there you go. So we then got the Impact Wrestling Go Home to Rebellion show. So we've got the final decision on Rebellion from Mickie James. I got a funny country. Da. You got to keep throwing it in there, haven't you? Every time. But there you go.
Yeah, that was for the Boomer. If she's still watching.
The Boomer loves it. So the thing is, right, that I just think that this is going to be I think this is already a foregone conclusion. Mickie James is going to be in this match. I'm sure of it. We've then got Kenny King versus Frankie Kazarian, and that's for the advantage of Hardcore War. Again, Kenny King. This is cool because this for me is sort of kind of like old school TNA match, right?
Yeah. And again, this is like I was saying about Gujar and you're getting that push up now through this match. Kenny King said last week, he needs to show everyone that he is the real deal. So getting involved with Bully Ray and all this, that's going to push him up when this whole thing is finally dead and buried. So this is an interesting angle for Kenny King to go on. He's not turned babyface or anything. He's just carried on being even more deceptive than he already was, and it's just great to see that Kenny King getting used a bit more.
Mate, you got to say it right, Kenny King. King. It's not just Kenny King.
Oh,
I'll say it right. But anyway, then we've got Tasha Steelz versus Giselle Shaw. So So Tasha back, which we're all excited about because we love a bit of Tasha Steelz. She's fantastic. Versus, of course, the incredible Giselle Shaw. I'm assuming that this is going to be a nice victory for Tasha. I would imagine someone's going to get involved, and we're going to
we might end up with a rematch on the pre-show to Rebellion.
Yeah, you never know, or we might get some sort of tag match or something. Tasha and somebody versus Giselle and Savannah Evans, maybe something like that. But yeah, no, I think that'd be interesting. And we've then got Callahan Angels versus, of course, the man when you call his name Joe Hendry versus Dirty Dango.
Oh, damn, where are we?
Oh my God!
I believe in Joe Hendry.
If we believe in Joe Hendry, we all believe. So that's interesting. Who is Tasha's backup against Team Giselle? I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the thing. We don't know yet. We don't know. So we'll have to find out. But yeah, this could be an interesting match. Callahan Angels versus Joe and Dango. Like you say, maybe I don't know. Well. Again, this is probably where we're sort of solidifying this whole, Dango. I mean, who knows? Cody could be onto something here.
Yeah.
We're all, fully behind Dango being part of Team Santino, etc. And then all of a sudden he turns at Rebellion. I don't know. He's got something. I'm down with this idea. Taylor Wilde versus Jessica. Because she is sick. So this could be interesting. Again, it's sort of kind of like a preview of what we're going to get with regards to Death Dolls versus the Coven. But yeah, looking forward to this match as well. And to be honest with you, I love Taylor Wilde. I just think that she's an amazing wrestler. So any match involving Taylor Wilde is good for me. Just like any match involving Joe Hendry is good for me as well, or Sami Callihan, to be honest. I'm excited for all those guys. I think it's going to be a really good go-home show. I can't wait, actually. I'm
looking forward to it.
Very excited for the go-home.
It's going to be a.
And to be fair, most of the go. Go on, Joe. Sorry.
I was saying it's going to be like a bit of a mix of really, really heavy promos and some decent, really, really good matches. We're going to get like the big promo with Mickie James and Jordan Grace and Diana Purrazzo. That's going to be the big standout moment where it's all talk, and the rest of it's going to be this sets up everything for Rebellion, which is really what you want from a go home show.
Barry Monkey saying he's put. I've forgotten the date. Is next week the 4th or 5th anniversary of you getting that cold? I think it probably is. You have noticed as the show's gone on, it's got worse. I'm starting to stream. It's been getting worse and worse and worse. But we started off okay, but it's been gradually getting worse again as the show's gone on. We're getting a bit sniffy. But yes, it's certainly been quite a while. And it doesn't seem to be going, does it? No, it's a little bit better this week than it was last week. I will say that. But there you go. I just hope it goes a lot quicker. But hey, we'll have to see. Well, that's interesting. Bonus Baby saying, what about a Fire and Flavor reunion? Who knows?
I would love that, cool. But it's just will Tony Khan actually be willing to let Kiera Hogan do anything like that, or is he going to hold her back even more?
Is she still signed then? I thought I heard so where she was only on a paper appearance deal anyway.
No, I think she's signed.
I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I'm sure that she went over there on the prowess that she would potentially be signed officially, but I'm sure that she is only on a per appearance deal. I'm sure of it, or it's not a full contract. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because
I know she was doing a lot of NWA stuff, and she hasn't been seen much on AEW. To be fair, you see her the odd dark.
Well, then the majority of signings to AEW who has been seen on there more consistently, apart from the big names from WWE.
Yeah, I have to say, What's
Yeah.
this? All I know is she's only on dark or
Yeah,
dark
yeah.
animation. That's what I mean. Her career, if you think about it, in reality, it's gone backwards, hasn't it? She's gone backwards. She was a massive star in Impact Wrestling. You know, she was being pushed to the moon. There was a potential she could have ended up. You never know. She could have ended up at Impact Knockouts World Champion at some point. Instead, she decided to go, try a different route, and it just, for me, it just hasn't worked out. It just hasn't worked out for her. And I would love to see her back because I think Impact would treat her like the star she is.
Yeah.
Because she is a big star, Kira Hogan. And if AEW don't see it, then they're fools. Because she is a big star, without doubt. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's just about all we have time for this week. But don't forget to tune in to the TNI Impact Review Show tomorrow night, live on YouTube and Twitch directly after Impact is aired on Access TV, Fight Network in Canada, Impact Plus, and of course YouTube Insiders. And of course DAZN as well. We can't forget DAZN, it's obviously popular on there. I just want to mention as well that there is a channel now on Sky, the DAZN channel. It's well worth checking it out because I believe Impact is showing on there. The only problem is I think it's a pay channel, but I'm not sure. It might come with some of the packages. It doesn't come with my package, but I don't know. It might come with other packages. Worth checking it out, guys. If you're in the UK, worth checking it out. Please don't forget to head over to the TNI Patreon for exclusive extra content when you sign up. And, of course, join our Discord where we pretty much talk about everything Impact and, of course, wrestling related, as well as movies and other sports, etc. All the info is down below, so go check that out. All TNI shows are available for all you listen on the Go fans as audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favourite shows. God, I got to say, I am so struggling to breathe right now with all of this lot. What's this? Bonus bet elephants out and saying, what? I don't get that. Elephants out there saying, damn, Bison, your cold has lasted longer than the elephant pregnancy. That's true. It has. It is lasted a long time, guys. It has. What's this Bison's package? What the hell? What's that about?
I don't have a clue.
What the hell? Calm down, mate. Calm down. Anyway, and don't forget, guys, if you want to show some appreciation with a super sticker or anything like that, please don't hesitate. All these things help us out. All TNI shows, like I said, are available listed on the go when it comes to SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your favorite shows. Where can we find you on the socials, my friend?
You can find me on Twitter at JOKEmptyspace. You can follow me on... Sorry, you can look for hashtag empty space, hashtag into the void, or plenty to tickle your taste buds and your sense of humor. Jump onto Facebook or Twitter and look for hashtag empty space into the void or daily giggle. But approach with open mind and just might keep your sanity.
Fair enough. And of course, if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about Steve, he's still on the team. He's just still a little bit unwell. So we do wish Steve all the best. It's Simply Steve at Simply Steve. Is it 311? Am I right?
311. Yes.
Yes. So at Simply Steve 311. I'm sure he'd appreciate anyone checking him out on Twitter especially. But I believe it's exactly the same on his Instagram and Facebook. And of course, if you're interested in finding out a bit more about this cold-ridden Bison, please go and check me out on the Twitter sphere at LordBison45. Like I say, give us a follow. And don't forget to follow at We Talk Impact because that's what we do. We talk Impact, guys. So maybe follow us on the Insta, on the Facebook, on the Twitter sphere, wherever all the socials. We're available at We Talk Impact. Go and check it out. Please take the time to help us out by moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. It's the first time I mentioned it today. Loads of thumbs up, guys. Get it on there. Thumbs up. We need it. If you could do it twice, do it twice. Get those thumbs up.
Yeah, create another account just to give us a thumbs up.
Just do it. Yeah, just create another account. Give us an extra thumbs up. We appreciate it.
Be those bots TK was always complaining about.
Exactly. Of course, and of course, if you're new to us and you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or even a smash to never miss any of the great content coming out every single week for TNI UK and of course the US team. With all that said, I've been the Bison, And he has been coming to you from the void of his own mind, the Joker. This has been episode 128 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys.
We're Bison! We are Impacted!